Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, it has been a day. Not a bad day whatsoever. It's just been a day, and it's only about probably 2 o'clock. Gotten a lot done. But I started my day out sitting on my bench. I've been trying to do that each morning unless it's raining. I have really enjoyed our deck. We're going to completely redo it and make it tri-level. I don't know how that's going to work, but that's not my problem to solve. That is for Andy and Greg to solve. They've got it in their head what they want, so who am I to question them? Wednesday, I made a video and I crafted, and as soon as I took down the phone, the husband, Greg, yelled up and said, "You're going with me." Andy and the kids broke down, so we went and took them a vehicle. They were getting the bows needed repaired, and I think a shotgun needed repaired, and since it was a rainy, cloudy day, they were doing that. So we got them a vehicle, and I left my glue covered and unpinned. But I did cut up the pineapple and cooked it. I cooked it in some brown sugar and butter. And was so good. Oh, don't even want to know the calories in that, but yeah, it was good. But then we had a nice quiet evening listening to the thunder and the lightning. After the kids got back, Greg and Andy went and got the truck and trailer and backed it up onto the trailer and then took it to town to be worked on. And I didn't know what was going on. I do not know that in my trash. And then I stayed home. The kids stayed home. We did not need to help with that. Greg worked on the alcove window that we're repairing. Till it rained and he had to stop, but oh well. And here's my bench. Let's do a little inking on this. Come out. There we go. What's that on there? I don't know. But I watered and I did all the things, and I needed to do, because you know in the morning you can't tell if it's going to rain right now, and then it rains. And I got this new mat Thursday, and look, I'm gluing on it. Let me get something so I don't do that. My yard man's here. You can hear the lawnmower. I know everybody worries about the lawnmower. I never hear somebody else's. But If you can hear it, that's what it is. It's my grandson mowing. He's my yard man. He's a very good one. All right, so that's Wednesday. I don't know. I've got more writing than I've got pictures. So I think I'm going to do something like this. And then I can still write all around that. Okay, then Thursday, it rained. I took my raincoat but didn't need it, which was nice. It rained harder here than it did 60 miles away in Quincy. Danny and I went to get our toes done, and it didn't rain at all. And it rained here, but it was still a cloudy day, but didn't rain. We got our toes done. Where are my toes that I've been messing? Here they are. Let's get a pair of scissors. I just grab them. I don't look at them. I just grab them. Whatever one I get is fine and dandy. I like them all. And I got these at TJ Maxx, and they have been easy users. And I think I'll use these little flip-flops too, because that was our main purpose in going. She needed a couple of gifts, so we went to TJ Maxx for that, and she stopped and needed some groceries, and I told her I was out of line. And so she took care of that. How do I want to do this? I need a space. I'll put that. She drove, so therefore I paid. Do you guys have that rule too? The one that is the rider is the one that pays. She and I have always done that. I thought I would put our receipts here and then let that be kind of a flip, but there's some, it's not big enough. And then for some reason, we take turns paying when we go for lunch. What is that? I don't know how we started that. We just always have. Then only one of us has to pay, do the billfold, and just something that we do. I want to show this writing, so I'm going to make this just a little bigger so that I can, I know what it's from. And I can still write on it. So I'm going to put this on the bottom because it's what we did last. TJ Maxx was in the middle. I don't know where my receipt for Hobby Lobby is. Probably still in my purse. And then I'll do this. Oops. Gonna have to cut that a little bit. That fit before I put the ledger paper under it, didn't it? There. And now this can come up. I like that. And then while we were eating lunch, Greg texted me that my flower bed's got a little roughed up. Yeah, great big tree in the middle of my flower bed. Well, the big tree I had planted mulch all around, fell over on the other flower bed, and yeah, kind of messed things up. However, we are not complaining whatsoever because I thought I had a pink tree somewhere. Had it fallen the other way, we'd lost the house. So, oh, our garden was a mess. Everything had been laid down, but we're not worried about all that. We have a house to live in, and we are okay. Especially since Greg didn't even hear the tree fall. It could have been really traumatic. Well, this isn't bringing me any. Our corn sure wasn't standing up like that. Our corn was laying flat. But now the next morning, it was much better. Things were starting to stand back up. The sunflowers at the end haven't come back up yet, but we think they will. We think they will. But we used a tractor and a wagon and got all the branches in it. And I'll use that for Friday. I've been waiting to use a pig for when Jackson's new pig came, and Emerson and I were getting some 5-gallon buckets, and she said it already rained. I mean, it already come. Okay. She didn't know what day. So. Well, I guess that's about all I'm going to do for right now. And I'll write over here. Think we do something like that. No, I don't like that on there. I think I may put this though that's not going to fit. I'm going to have to wait until I got a better. Let's make this a little book. Let's do the bottom. And let's glue this down. Okay, let's see. I haven't tried this glue since. Oh, it's working just fine. I'm surprised, but it's working just fine. Since I've got it out, we'll just glue this onto here. Then I've got lots of journaling space, and it's not going to take up too much room, but I can talk about some of the other stuff if I want to, you know, up here and all around. Then we get to yesterday. Emerson and I did a lot together. Let's pink this up. The two kids were up here helping with the tree. Jackson brought a side-by-side over and was filling the back of it, and Emerson was supervising, and the rest of us were putting either into the side-by-side or the trailer. We have one of those dump trailers so that we could put stuff in the back. And then Greg went to the back pasture and could, here's going to the pool. Dump it with a little remote control button thing. And nobody had to unload it a different way. So that worked well. It was a very sunny day. It was a nice day. It was hot, but it was a good day to be at the pool. Jackson, oh, this needs to go here. Well, that kind of looks like where we ate. I'm going to use tape. Trying to use up this little one just because I want to. We on our way home, Danny and I visited her mom at the nursing home. She's very healthy, very spry for 92, 93. But, oh, I mean, as soon as you leave, she has no idea you were there. I need to write down on here that we stopped and saw Joan. this is Wednesday. Okay, so then this is Thursday. And this is yesterday. So we went to the pool. I'm looking for something. Emerson and I that morning took the bird feeders down and cleaned them. And then went to town so we can get a little car. This is the first day I've crafted since Wednesday. So nice and sunny. What else? I sat on my bench after I got home and drank a glass of wine. We'll make this match our other pink. My glue rolled away. And it was so nice just to sit there. It had cooled down. My birds were a-singing. This kind of evening. I just so enjoyed it. And cleaned all of the trees. Well, let me get a log. Oh, there's a big log. All right, trees in here. Oh, there's some limbs. Don't know if I have any chainsaws, but I've got some magazines I want to harvest and newspapers. So I will look in the ads to see if I can find a chainsaw. And yeah, by the time we got all that cleaned up, we all were hot and tired. The guys were, it was shaded and cool. It wasn't bad place to work because it was under another tree and stuff, but it was still a hot job. And I'll write over here around stuff, and then if I need, I can write here about the pool. So I'm going to leave this till I get there. Now, I'm going to do a little bit of this just so it's already been a busy morning. Okay. They went out and golfed. Oh, I want to get some golf washi tape. Did that early morning, and then came and sorted goats to take to the sale barn. Emerson thought we should keep all of them, and Greg told her, he said, honey, he said, we don't have the pasture to keep them all. She goes, what do you mean? Just put them all in one. He said, you can't do that. He said, remember when the one had had twins we weren't expecting? Yeah, well, that's because the billy goat got in there. She goes, oh. So the goats are sorted. Here's a goat. And I saw rabbits everywhere on my walk this morning. I guess they decided since they couldn't be in the garden, they were going to be everywhere else. Do I have another one? We've still got our chickens. They will probably be going to be butchered one day next week. Greg is waiting for them to get to the size we want. I'm just using these bunnies because I've got time to use them. All right, now let's hear. That's too big. Here we go. Here we go. Or do we want to put it over here where the golf is? Yeah, let's put that there. No idea how the golf went, but you know what? They went early while it was cool, and their philosophy is a bad day of golfing beats a good day of work. And they probably only did about 9 rounds. I don't know. I doubt they did 18 holes just because of the time they were gone. But, I love that Andy, you know, has Jackson working with him, and they tease each other. They're always bugging each other. But he also takes time to go play with them because, you know, kids need that too. And when they go golfing, it is usually just the two of them. So, you know, it's time in the vehicle to talk, to whatever they do. Now, I think I'm going to make that a tip in, and I think I'm going to go this way. Wonder if I could make if I glue that down, then I can I can't talk and think at the same time, just saying. And then straighten that up a little, and then a little glue. There we go, and that will make it easier to write on it. Oh, Jackson's mowing. So I'll put a little piggy bank here. Oh, and I did pay the kids for mulching the other day. Thank goodness Emerson reminded me. I told her she's going to have to remind me if she wanted paid. I guess it was this day she reminded me. I mean, they only got paid a whole $10 each, but this goes here. And then this goes here, and I thought I had kind of written about it, yeah. Let me put down here, paid kids mulching. And then walked pasture, took care of hummingbirds. I've got birds here. And I baked cookies. And I videotaped. This is either the second or, yeah, second videotape. I was trying to think if I did 2 or 3. I've just done 2. I've crafted. And where's those cookies I had? I had some, I didn't make chocolate chip cookies, but let's see what else I've got. It's a recipe Greg's grandmother always made him whenever he came home out of a box of cake mix. And you can use chocolate or white. Nobody's going to be drinking them with a glass of milk. But they take the box mix and a couple of eggs and a teaspoon of vanilla and a stick of margarine or butter, whatever you use. And you can add chocolate chips or nuts to them if you want to. I don't. And, oh, there's that. And then bake them on 350 for 10 to 12 minutes. Yeah, easy, easy. And I'm going to use this for writing space. And let's use this. If anything else happens today, I'll just have to use a tip pen or something like that. I know my lines are crooked, but you know, it'll work. And we're going to put that here. I've got quite a bit done today for only 4:12. I can't believe it's that late. Okay, now, then tomorrow is Flag Day. And the auxiliary and VFW and DAR are getting together to burn the flags that need retiring. And We could do something like that. And I'll make this probably pretty patriotic. I really hope I get to go to church. And I'm just going to put those there, and then I just don't want to put anything not thinking on the pink. You know, so do something on the white. Oh, I've got to put my months of the days of the week on. So did I have, oh, I didn't use my scissors on this day. So I don't know why I didn't on that. Decorative scissors needed. And decorative scissors needed. Why do you guys not stop me? Huh? It's because I put them back in there and I'm not looking at them. Okay, here I have decorative scissors. Okay, so we are going to cut the bottom of this off. And then, see how easy that is? I don't know, you know, why we don't use them more. So easy to do that. And then, What do I want to do? How can I fix this? Well, Greg worked on the tractor. So we're going to do this. He was welding something when I went for my walk. I don't know what. My glue is cap is getting stuck because I've got that. So when we write, we can write about that. And I've got my decorative. Oh, when Danny and I were coming out of the restaurant, it had been raining. No, when we were going in, we found this heart-shaped water petal. Wasn't a mud puddle. There was no mud in it. It was a water puddle. we thought that was rather cool. Okay, so I'm pretty much caught up on my sticker journal. And this one I just need to write, and I'll do that here in a minute. And got several of them. And then I may come back and after I've written and I know how much space I may come back and shabby chic it up. So it's got some bling. This one has some. I'm trying not to do too much, but you know, this one could easily have, you know, topper on it and some stuff like that. So thank you so much for sticking around. If you did, I really appreciate you stopping by. I hope you're having a wonderful day. And always remember, my friends, you have a purpose. Bye for now.